Hello everybody, this is Rutger Steenbergen from the Netherlands with a video about making rising effects in FL Studio, riser effects. For those of you who don't know what a riser effect is and how it sounds, a preview.
I'm straight rocking it.
Okay, I hope that makes sense. Well, how do you make this synthesized rising effect in FL Studio? I take the free OSC synthesizer, and that is this one, and I select two sawtooths as oscillator 1 and oscillator 2 for a basic synth sound. And with this sound you can make the transition from a low note to a high note. In FL Studio I've clicked in this case on the C2 note, the low note, and it rises till the C6 note. And it takes some time. What you can do is you can click here to insert the low note, the C2 note, and in FL Studio there's this little knob, it says slide, and when you click on that one and insert a note with the slide option selected, it will insert a slide note with the length you decide. So this is 32 measures, 32 bars, and this is the slide note, and it takes such a long time till it reaches the C6 position from the C2. So through all the octaves till the high note it takes 24 measures, and the last 8 measures is steady on the C6. That being said, you then have a rising effect, a rising synthesizer effect, but that's a bit boring and you want to do a little more with it to make it more attractive. So what can you do? Well, first of all, put some delay and reverb on it. That's easy, but what I love about FL Studio is the ease of using automation clips. You can automate almost everything in FL Studio, especially when you use the internal effects and internal synthesizers, the internal plugins. And what I did in this case, I've automated the LFO speed, and you can see it under this one, insert and then pitch, and there's this knob speed, and I've made an automation clip for the LFO speed. So what it does, and when you look in the playlist editor, you can see it here, riser pitch LFO. It changes the speed of the LFO, so you get this wobbling kinda effect. So once more. And now settings. Well, you get the idea. This is one thing you can do. There are lots and lots of more things you can do. For instance, put an EQ on the effects channel and automate the EQ. But you can also automate the plugin. You may select another oscillator or maybe a white noise for an oscillator, and make transitions from white noise kind of sweep to a synthesized sweep, and you can automate all that. For instance, with this volume knob right here, you can select it and then right mouse button, create automation clip, and then in the playlist editor you can make interesting sound effects and transitions to make the rise even more exciting. You can, for instance, also put an arpeggio on the rising effect, so it sounds a bit weird and arpeggiated. And those are things you can do to make the simple effect, the rising effect from one low note to a high note, a bit more interesting and exciting on the dance floor. One more thing I'd like to show, on your effects channel you can insert gross beats. It's a paid plugin from Image Line, but it gives great results, and there's a demo in FL Studio, so you can try it out yourself. Riser, it's on channel 9, so when I open the mixer I can insert gross beats right here, and also with gross beat I can select these are the settings for, I guess it was the speed of the incoming signal, and down here are the settings for volume of the incoming signal. I select right now Saw-Kate 2, and it can do a strange thing. Well, let's try this one, see what happens.
Straight rocking it.
Well, something like that. Just experiment. The first step, just make the rising effect with a synthesizer, in my case the free oscillator synthesizer. Simple effect, and then make it more attractive and more unique by experimenting with, in this case, crossbeat, but you can also experiment with effects, maybe arpeggiator, LFO speed, pitching, automate everything you like to automate, and make really killer rising effects that have a huge impact on the dance floor. So hopefully this tutorial is helpful, and if it's so, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and till the next video.